We're mobile.
Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio.
KTDD Riverside, San Bernardino. Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
This is Ryan Kelly with the LA Lakers. And this is the IE Sports Net.
Yes, we are live on Fox Sports Radio.
I thought it was the iHeart Christmas station.
It feels like that. Live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeart Radio studios. It's IE Sports Net connected by Boost Mobile. It's Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on Fox 1350. You know, I'm excited because we decided to give the people a gift this Christmas season. You know, we're going to go ahead and unveil, football season is something that kind of, it's a lot of excitement around football season.
No doubt about it.
But this is one thing I know we a champion. One of the things that we do in football, and we do it all the time, is we do the polls that
Yes.
we have for football. So we have a basketball poll. Yes, I think I have two of them over there, right? Did I give you two? I think I may have given you my copy. So
I don't know. I have these.
okay, I thought I had an extra copy, but I guess I did not. So
I guess I'll be the one reading them.
yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and knock that out.
Yeah, but So what you know how we're doing it. Again, it's Christmas Eve, right here in the great Inland Empire, IE Sportsnet. Right here, we want to give you the IESportsnet.com top 10 Inland Empire high school poll. Coach B,
I can take a bite of my sandwich while you do that.
I was about to say, hey, look at you got to. How did this dude go to Starbucks? Call me, go to Starbucks. Good. And didn't bring back nothing.
It felt good, too.
Hollow, you got your coffee?
What?
Did he bring you nothing? Look at that.
I have a napkin for you.
Yeah, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Your coffee's going to ultimately get spilled.
Right? No, that's you. That's you.
I know. I'm notorious for that. But, again, it's basketball season. However, we still do have some football news coming up, and we have football on the horizon in January. However, right now, without further ado, it's the basketball, IESportsnet.com, top 10 Inland Empire High School poll. We're going to go ahead and start with the number 10. It's Oak Hills. They just got off a huge win over San Gorgonio. They're now 10-2. So, again, that's Oak Hills. They're going to start out at 10 in the IESportsnet.com top 10 Inland Empire High School poll. Coming in at number 9, we have Riverside King. They're 7-2, and they defeated Riverside Notre Dame 54-42.
And, it's two teams in the poll from Riverside, and none of them are Rams. So
I don't know if we want to. I mean, you really put. I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean,
and big up to my man Kawhi Leonard. But
right.
But
you were born and raised in what city?
Decide.
What school did you go to?
Ramona.
And you're a part of the poll. And I just thought that was interesting that it's IE Sportsnet poll.
We're supposed to be cheer, jolly.
Oh, okay.
You want me to? I mean, holla, get the mute button ready because I might curse today. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, we need the dump button.
Oh, you know what? No, I thought I had to. Anyway, moving right along. Number 8 in the IESportsnet.com top 10 Inland Empire poll. We have Claremont coming in at 8-2. They just got through off a huge
friend of the show.
Big win over Altaloma, 81-37.
Coach Tolliver. Yeah, Coach Tolliver, huge friend of the show, man. And he said one thing we didn't even think about it. He was in that Palmares League.
Yes.
You think about it last year. When you think of Inland Empire basketball, we've got to think about that league because you think about it. The number 1 team in that league were those Chino Hills Huskies. The number 2, and they won a national championship.
Right.
So they ran through the Southern section. They ran through the Northern or the state thing. So they won a national championship. And then the team that was the second best team in the league was Ayala.
Yes.
They won the state championship.
Right. And we saw it, which was that was crazy, wasn't it?
Yes.
We sat there and we saw all that going on.
And we didn't think about that until Coach Tolliver came this year and said, and 2 teams. Think about that. 2 teams in your league win a state championship.
That's crazy, man.
Isn't it?
That is nuts. But without further ado, we're moving right along. The IESportsnet.com. Top 10 Inland Empire High School.
This is the first one. We're unleashing it.
Yes, we are.
It's the early Christmas gift for the Inland Empire
for
people.
the good folks. Coming at number 7, Rancho Verde, right around the corner from the house. And again, big season last year as well. They were out there. They were rolling last year as well. Coming in right now, 8-1, defeated Marietta Valley 56-38. They're coming at number 7. Number 6 in the IESportsNet.com top 10 poll is going to be Riverside Poly.
Another Riverside school.
Yeah, and again, these two teams, Poly and Rancho Verde, really went at it. Really good on defense. And right now we're talking about Riverside Poly. They're 10-1 right now. They defeated Chaparral 70-50. Another whooping.
And that's the second team in Riverside because there's Poly, there's King. I'm just thinking. There's Norte Vista, and then. Okay, I digress.
I'm gonna call my guy. I'm gonna have him talk about what's going on. Because it's funny. I saw him the other day.
You grew up with him, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's my man Rondé.
So you grew up with him.
Big up to my man Rondé Goodwin.
We've been on the air 4 years.
There's a reason he probably doesn't want to come on. He's probably not as inspired to come on the show right now. They're not. And I saw him. At Prohibition.
So you talked to him.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys have a relationship?
Oh, yeah.
And he knows you're on air?
Yes.
Okay.
But, I don't know right now, like when your team is not doing well, there's not. What are we going to talk about? I
don't know because the Downey Vikings have been a consistent winner, for the last 25 years in basketball. I don't know.
We're having some problem. We're struggling. I'll say that.
Big ups to Ramona Rams, but I'm just giving eternal hard time.
It's okay. It's okay. It's my school. And I roll with them. And we in the pits right now. At any rate, moving right along, the IESportsNet.com top 10 Inland Empire High School poll. We have Etiwanda, 7-3, and just came off a huge loss to Centennial. 7-3 because again they're taking on the talent level that they're playing right now. Obviously, Etiwanda is, folks know about them. Really, really good high school, and however,
their basketball program is a power.
No doubt about it.
My young son Brian II, he tried out on the freshman team. He was like, Dad, that basketball team is their next level.
Yeah,
the football team is good, but that's the elite program.
He said he wasn't able to make that.
Nah, he said that because he said they had tried. Well, when the season started, football trials and basketball trials on the same day. That's first of all.
Oh, wow.
And then they had mid-season trials once football season was over. And my son said it was 60 kids trying out for 3 spots.
Wow. It was, when they do that for a reason because they don't really want basketball.
Yeah,
well,
you
that.
can say it.
They don't want basketball kids playing football. So we'll move right along with that. But again, Etiwanda 7-3 lost to Centennial 51-66. Roosevelt, Punch and I, we know our guy, young Matt Mitchell. Your Punch, look. This dude right here, we're gonna have to get this guy on the show. This is my guy. We saw this dude come up, and we knew he was gonna be a special player.
Another guy you've known for some time, and you've done the show for how long?
He's busting my thing. I'm gonna get
about him for about a good 2 years now.
No, you know what? We gotta get Punch. We gotta get young Matt Mitchell. We gotta get him in here because when I tell you this is a good kid, we know his mom, dad, the whole nine. Cool is his uncle, right, family? Cool is his uncle, our guy. But Matt Mitchell, this dude, I put out one of his. He was on Twitter, got crazy spins on the Twitter joint because he just came in and did this ridiculous dunk. The kid is just bananas.
So you and his pops are not really cool, is what you're saying. So because
Oh my God, it's killing me. But no, it's Roosevelt High School. The Broncos, they lost to Chino Hills in a very competitive 76-68. Gave them all they could handle. But again, nonetheless, they lost. But they're 5-2 right now in the season. And again, keep your eye on this guy, Matt Mitchell. I think he's going to where John Smith is. Our guy, John Smith, over at where's he at, fam? Fullerton, right? He's at Fullerton, so I think he's going to be going to Fullerton. They're going to have a jam-packed squad over there. The IESportsNet.com top 10 poll. We have coming in at number 3, Corona Centennial, 9-2. Coach B,
just putting whoopings on people.
Lining
them up. And, it's like, are they a football school? They're a basketball school? You go and ask them, they'll say yes.
Yeah. Yes, that's what we are. But at 9-2, they defeated Etiwanda 66-51. Damon right now on a roll, and they're gonna have a matchup coming in real soon with Chino Hills. That's something we may have to go. We have to go see that one. But
I know people are going to dispute it. Some people are going to say that Damien shouldn't be so high. But hey, look at their record. They're
11-0. Yeah, and they just got through beating Long Beach Jordan. And you know what's going on over at Long Beach Jordan. But they put hands on them.
Yeah,
92
all the kids that's supposed to go to Jordan are good. They go to Poly. But that's not important.
Coach B. You on the road, baby. Go ahead. Greg, check his coffee. Check his coffee.
I got my caramel macchiato today,
Right,
so I'm feeling
right,
good.
right. And then coming in number one on the IUSportsNet.com top 10 poll. Coach B, I guess you want to go ahead and do the honors on this one.
I mean, who else? If there was a number 1, number 1A, number 1B, it would probably be these gentlemen. It is, you look at it, there was a great write-up. The friend of the show, Mr. Eric,
Sodenheimer.
There you go. He wrote a great story about those Chino Hills Huskies. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that, man.
Yes.
Live radio.
Yes.
So they, last year was their year. It was a year of Chino Hills last year.
Right.
They beat Modern Day. I mean, my daddy never beat me that bad.
Yeah,
I think they beat him by about 48 points in the playoffs.
Right.
In the playoffs. So everyone said, with Lonzo now running the show at UCLA, their run is over. What did Chino Hills do with the two younger brothers? They went ahead and they still beat them down. And if you look at something on there, we got some numbers on them. They had some stats where they just killed them on that.
Yeah, Coach B. And when you say about stats, you had LeAngelo. First things first, they've won 46 consecutive basketball games.
Is that crazy? LeAngelo hasn't lost the youngest one has not lost in high school.
He don't even know what it feels like.
Right.
He
never
might
be me.
He might break down.
He'll never be me. He doesn't know what it feels like to lose.
Yeah. He's like, what is that? Like he's in school. The word's called loss. I don't know what that is. But again, 46 consecutive wins after going 35-0 last season.
With a national schedule.
Yes.
They played in that tournament in Florida and beat, 3 of the top 10 teams.
They raised money, took a plane out to go see, and people didn't really even want them up in there.
You're right,
But they just wanted to go up in just to kind of say, hey, just in case.
Don't y'all come back to Florida.
Yeah, I think they've revoked their pass.
It's like y'all need a passport out here. I know it's America, but y'all gonna need a passport to come back to Florida.
Ball brothers they're gonna need the passport. But anyway, Chino Hills, 46 consecutive games. And right now they have LeAngelo Ball, and also we're talking about this tournament they were at. They were at the Tartanian Jerry Tart.
Tart the Shark got to start at RCC.
Yes,
the Talbiter.
Yeah, the Talbiter started right there in Rev. But again, the Tartanian Classic, and LeAngelo Ball and Eli Scott of Chino Hills were named the tournament co-MVPs. Scott had 19 at 36. He had 19 points. 13 assists, and I imagine 16 rebounds. Excuse me.
I think that's the rebounds per game.
No, yeah, pardon me. Yeah, he had 19 rebounds in one game, 13 rebounds in another game, and then also had 16. So the last 3 games, 19, 13, and 16 in terms of rebounds.
And here's my argument. I've said this, and I remember I had this with Michelle Gardner. She said that the dad thinks that the youngest is going to be better. And I agree, and here's my reason. When you look at this last year, LaMelo was the youngest.
Right.
So last year, he was an 8th grader.
Right.
They pushed him up a year.
Exactly.
He was, and they played a national schedule. They played the top 3 teams in the nation, and he was still putting up 10, 15 points.
Right.
So now as a sophomore who's really a freshman.
Right.
This is what he did. He put up 21 points against Modern Day, who was the number 1 team in the nation.
Right.
And this is without Lonzo.
Right.
Lonzo's not there anymore.
I don't know if they had a number 1 I know they had a number 1 in state.
I'm sorry, in state. Sorry, you're right, in state. So he puts up 21 points, and his brother puts up 25 when Modern Day Chino Hills beat Modern Day 84-73 in the Platinum Division of that tournament. And that's what everyone was saying. They were kind of saying this. See, this is the thing what they say like about Ezekiel.
Right.
They say that he has that line and this and that,
right.
But there's just talent.
Right.
And the thing about it, now people say, Lonzo takes all the pressure off his little brother.
Right.
And I would say, because he was a freshman that was really an 8th grader, I can say maybe he did take off the pressure.
Certainly.
But still, I tell you, even when I graduated high school, I couldn't put up 21 points in those brackets that they were doing.
I mean, and you got to think, and you made a good point last week. LaMelo.
I usually do.
Put the coffee down, man. Take the coffee from him. But a good point last week in terms of you were making a point that Melo was actually the one that was handling the ball the most of the time.
Yes.
And Lonzo was actually and he was kind of playing the wing a lot of the time.
Right.
obviously a capable point. We're seeing that now with him being at UCLA. But no, I would have to agree. And one thing I'm noticing about the young the sophomore now is that he's growing. You see, he's getting taller.
He's almost caught up to his brother. I saw that picture.
You noticed that, right?
Yeah. You can see on that great picture they had on.
Oh yeah, he's right. He's almost the same size. So if he starts to get a little taller, my goodness.
Because Lonzo's what, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, like 6'4", I'd say. Yeah. And so he starts to get a little tall. I mean, my goodness. I mean, the kid is just, because they're already like teasing him a little bit. I saw on Twitter because they're talking about he had his first dunk in the game.
Yes.
But the
remember,
kid,
he's a freshman.
He's in
the 10th grade.
Right, exactly. So and out there just, if you've ever seen this kid play, he's Steph Curry like. You know what I mean? He just,
don't disrespect him. I would say let's say he's AI like.
Hey, look, Punch.
Let's say he's a real basketball player.
Punch. He just talked about how Steph Curry. His video of Steph Curry right now shaking the cat, catching his mouth. The mouthpiece fell out of his mouth. He caught the mouthpiece and went on to continue to dribble and to just cross the dude up. Are you serious?
Let me ask you this: Who do they? I don't. But who do they consider to be the greatest basketball player ever to walk the face of the planet?
Magic Johnson.
No, not us. Not we're correct, but the rest of the world.
Oh, Michael
Jordan, right? Did you ever see the play where a young AI crossed up MJ?
Right, but
did
Curry,
did we miss that one?
Mike never got a chance to play in front of Curry,
and that's my point. This is the greatest dude in the history of the game.
But and he did.
Supposedly,
he did. He rocked him to sleep a little bit.
Crossed him up.
He rocked. But when he tell you something, I don't know. Other than Riverside Kawhi. I don't know anybody that could really do a lot with Steph Curry. I mean, the handle is just nasty.
Well, I tell you this. I'll tell you this, and we can talk about this. I know we got to take a break.
Yes.
You give me Steph Curry in his prime. You give me AI in his prime. I'm taking AI.
Oh, come on.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'm taking. So
I'm talking about right now.
But I'm just saying.
I'm talking about practice.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be a franchise on-air personality.
I'm talking about practice.
And big goes to AI, man.
Yeah.
It gets to the hall hat on a white tee and a chain. And he still got the cornrows.
Yeah, he did. I thought, and I don't know. They did some real good hairline activity on him, boy. Because
I know. I need to know where they go because it ain't working for me.
Yeah. But again, it's IESportsnet.com. You guys can always go. You guys will be able to visit the website today and check out the IESportsnet.com top 10 Inland Empire High School poll. Again, always go to IESportsnet.com. We have the latest scores, up to date scores right there by the minute.
To the minute.
At IESportsnet.com. Also in the news, Coach B, we'll come back. We'll talk about this. We got a lot of stuff to drop right now. There's a lot of some movement has happened.
Yes.
So we have some announcements we want to make, but there's some big news about an Inland Empire coach we got to get to. Coach Local.
Yes.
Local, very, very local. We're going to
very near and dear to your heart, that program.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that after our break, Coach B. Also, we got some other stuff. We got some announcements.
Yes.
Coach B, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. So we want to get to that, but I guess we got to take our break, man.
Let's do that. So, Greg, holla, let's make it happen. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile, with Coach B and the best rapper ever behind us.
Eddie Turner, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports. You know the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350. Hammer!
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282 282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah!
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Gee holla.
Feliz Navidad.
Right.
Big up to all my, my Mexican folks out there, my Latino folks out there. Feliz Navidad via Greg Holla.
Yeah, like I always tell people, man, whenever I talk to my black friends, you know what? Let's do our reason. My bad.
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside. The IE Sportsnet connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. This is your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. I'm saying my black friends like I'm not one.
Yeah,
but like I said, whenever I talk to my, go ahead.
No, please.
Whenever I talk to my black friends and family, I always they always ask me, you want some chitlins? You want some collard greens? I said, no. I said, if you want to get me excited, you want me to come over there like yesterday.
Give me some tacos.
Give me some Mexican food.
Right.
Period. I don't eat soul food. I don't. I grew up in a great city called Compton, California.
Right.
Until I was 13.
Right.
And I remember taking the bus with my brother, and we used to get off right when I used to go to Dickerson. Mm-hmm. And my brother went to Davis. And I know a bunch knows about these schools. And we used to get off right in front of a Mexican bakery.
Right.
And in the morning you smell that.
Oh man, that
is heaven.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. You got me wanting some tacos right now, bro.
Right? I had some last night,
some
man.
Hard shell fish tacos, man.
That's just heaven. I've had friends that moved out of the state, and they say when you go like Midwest and back east, they don't have the good Mexican food.
Right.
Now I know there's no other state I can live in.
Right. Guaranteed.
Period.
Yeah. Well, and see, and here's the situation, right? People always go, oh, you want some soul food? And they go try to feed me some chitterlings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't do that.
Let me tell you something. If you look at my ID, it says free on there. So,
and you know, my Aunt Emma, rest in peace, loved the woman. I remember I was maybe 6 or 7 years old. And this is my cousin Shay. She always gets on me talking about, you from Compton? I was like, no, I'm from Downey. But I remember I was about 6 or 7 years old. And I remember she had that, you know, the big red tub that they have. And she took the chitlins out and she was cleaning. Why would you eat that? That has got to be the most disgusting.
Let me tell you something. I remember just, you know, and my dad, you know, rest his soul, he has to have chitlins around this time. It's like, he has to have, and and he will go get that little red bucket.
Yeah, big tub.
Big old tub of this, and it just smells repulsive.
Yes. And that's being polite. No. Because we're on air.
Yeah, right. I almost said it too. It smells like.
And just to explain to people who don't know what it is, chitlins are the pig intestines. So when they eat and they do everything, it's the intestines that you're eating.
Yes.
Why would you eat that?
And then you say, oh, you're cleaning them. How clean can you get an intestine? Merry Christmas to you, by the way.
So hopefully we didn't ruin anybody's Christmas. But you know, one thing,
have fun with your chitlins tonight.
One thing I've got to talk about, me and one of my proudest moments in my life is when I realized how much my kids love USC like me.
Oh, okay.
And you know, the love that we share for this school.
Yes.
I went there. I didn't attend classes, but I went there.
You did go.
Yeah. So when people ask me, did you go to USC? Yes,
I did. Yes.
I went there. I just didn't attend classes. But last night, one friend of the show, who did we have from USC basketball on the show?
McLaughlin.
Yes. Last night, USC, they were playing in the Las Vegas. It was a Las Vegas tournament.
Yes.
And the player of the game, the young man that got carried off the court by his teammates.
Yeah, and also who was the feature when USC put out, hey, when they were advertising the game, the feature person on there was none other than
number 11, Mr. Jordan McLaughlin, graduated Etiwanda
High School. Can I say?
Yes. So it was funny at the end of the game because USC was a championship. It was a tight match. They played against Wyoming.
Yes.
And it was on Fox Sports 1. Yeah. So I was pretty excited about it.
Big up Fox.
Almost lost that game. Yeah, I had to put a little plug in there.
Word.
But when Jordan coming down, it went into overtime. So coming down the stretch, USC won that game. They won a final score. I think they won by 2 points. So when I saw that, man, I was the final score was 94-92 in overtime.
Right.
So and young Jordan McLaughlin had the ball in his hand at the end of the game and won. He had the critical, he crossed dude over and made the reverse layup.
What kind of shoes did he have on? Did he have on? What kind of shoes did he have on?
There's no I know he had some fly kicks on. You know what's funny? When he was at our All-Star game, my All-Star game last year, and my daughter's in the shoe. She said he had on some black Yeezys.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. All the kids were talking about that. All the kids were like, oh, did you see it? I didn't even know. Like, that just shows you where we are right now. I mean, and I've never really been I like loafers. If you ever want to impress me, give me some Gucci loafers. That's what I like. But anyway.
22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists.
Big up to Jordan McLaughlin.
Gets carried off the court by his teammates.
And friend of the show came to the show, came to our All-Star game to support his sister.
Played
his little sister was in the game. She had a wicked kick game herself. Very, very nice young lady. Came to the studio. So, big up to Jordan McLaughlin doing his thing. So, they haven't played UCLA yet, huh?
No.
We need to get to that game.
That's going to be a big one. You know what? Jordan's parents, they must like dunking. Because, Jordan McLaughlin, Dominique, so, I mean, they don't want any magic in their life.
Interesting. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, they don't want no magic in their life.
Yeah, right. Maybe they're not in the magic era. They're probably a little bit younger than us, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
No, the parents got to be about our age.
True.
Yeah.
True, you're right about that.
I mean, because Jordan, magic.
Right.
True. Yeah,
True. So no excuses.
But yeah, and then you said one thing that we want to talk about is pretty near and dear to your heart.
Yes.
What high school did you graduate from again?
I graduated from none other than the Ramona Rams.
And where did you play high school football?
Ramona Rams on the turf.
Okay, there you go.
Well, let me tell you something real quick about, because I do need to.
You were a nose guard, right?
I did. For punishment, I did play some nose. No, but let me real quick. Not only did I play football, I played basketball. briefly.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I ran track. And I wrestled.
Uh-huh.
You know, but I did play football on the gridiron, man, with some good folks. Senior playing freshman. Hey, do what you gotta do.
I played on the girls' team.
Right.
So.
But no, big news out of Ramona High School. The Ramona Rams head football coach, Vinny Fazio, resigned after 2 seasons at the school. So Vinny Fazio with a record of 15-5, which was a winning record. And it looks like, people were thinking that he was turning the program around.
Right.
But I know the athletic director there, Coach Tibbles. We have to kind of get, I guess, a little bit more detail. But again, he resigned after 2 seasons, so I don't know, what happened. You were making a comment that that a little bit of we've seen him not really spend a lot of time at schools. I don't know. You were saying
I know that when I did some research and some due diligence, I know he was saying that he has a young son. Okay. And he wants to spend more time with him, and I get that. I get that. I can imagine the demands on being a coach. Because
and he's been doing it for a while then.
Yeah, when you're a high school coach, you're not going to make the money that a college or a professional coach is going to make. So the demands that coaches make in their time, it's a lot.
Yeah, and this thing, if you have to support your family with that, you know what I mean? So then now you're the sole income, and then your time is very limited. So yeah, that's understandable. But again, we want to make sure we drop the announcement again. Coach Vinny Fazio.
Keep on.
Oh, he's trying to show you.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to show you. USC.com. USCTrojan.com. They got USC remains undefeated thanks to McLaughlin's driving layup.
Yo, we got to find out when that game is. We got to get there. But anyway, but again, big news. Ramona Rams former head football coach Vinny Fazio resigned after 2 seasons with the school with the record over 2 seasons, 15-5-1. Make sure we put that out there. Coach B, we have some other announcements.
Yeah, USC is 13-0. Undefeated. So McLaughlin was the MVP of that tournament. But you were saying?
I mean, nothing's more important than that, right?
Nothing's more important than USC. We could talk about USC all day long.
Yeah, we have some huge. Do you want to go to break and then?
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll come back. We have some huge announcements we want to make sure we get to. Again, we have to, folks. If you guys want to chime in, if you guys want to get a shout, I mean, it's Christmas Eve. If you guys want to give us if we need to give a couple shouts out, hit us on we got the gram. So we got the gram.
Everything's at Facebook.
Yeah. At
Facebook at IE Sports Net.
I'm about to say, did we buy some shares? No, but you could. We're on Facebook at IE Sports Net. At IE
look
Sports
at you.
Net.
Look at you.
This guy right here is messing me up. But we're also on Twitter, Instagram as well, at IE Sportsnet. Make sure if you guys want to give us a shout, use the hashtag IE Sportsnet hashtag. You can use that at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc.
Yep. So let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
Christmas edition.
I like the life I live, 'cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all good. And if you don't know, now you know.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our 4-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her 4 Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
What's up? This is Nick Young of the LA Lakers. You rocking at IE Sportsnet.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on Fox Sports 1350 on this Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, man, Coach B, I'm hearing it's not, the football thing is not over.
No, not at all. We've doubled down, man.
We have doubled and tripled down, and we have some huge announcements in terms of football. We're still getting a gridiron thing going. Coach B, you want to go ahead and drop that?
Absolutely. So on Saturday, January 28th, the Riverside Sheriff's Association Coach's Choice Football Classic. We have, our coaches are locked in. They're ready. So you have the Southeast head coach is going to be Bert Esposito from Paloma Valley. And then I think I gave you the updated list with our Nota Vista guy.
Yes, we also have the Nota Vista coach. He's going to head the Northeast School head coach. It's going to be Ken Batdorf of Nota Vista High School. And again, this is going to be the Riverside Sheriff's Association Coach's Choice Football Classic. Going to be going down on the Saturday, January 28th. Again, that's Saturday, January 28th. We're excited about that, but it doesn't stop there.
No, not at all. So that's going to be and also, we just got confirmation from the IE Enforcers and the LAPD Centurions. They're going to do a 7-on-7 matchup before that game, because it's going to be the Riverside Sheriff's.
Yes.
Riverside Sheriff's Association. Make sure I put that in there.
Yes, please
Riverside
do.
Sheriff's Association. Football All-Star game. So we're gonna have the cops, and the IE Enforcers and the LAPD Centurions are made of peace officers.
Right.
So you have cops, you have sheriffs, you have POs and COs. They play 7-on-7.
Yes, indeed.
Football. So it's gonna be a nice little tune-up for them.
Right.
So they'll be there right before, and then on January 29th, this is going to be the big day. It's going to be Sunday, the Inland Valley Hall of Fame Football Classic at A.B. Miller. It's going to kick off at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the 2:15 Football Classic that's going to play right before that. And you know, it's funny, now that the word is getting out there and we're starting to roll, we've got some coaches that I did not expect that are very interested in the small schools game.
No doubt about it. I think the word's gotten out there, and as you said, we had the coaches in week before last, and they were just jacked up about it, Coach B.
Indeed.
Again, that's going to be our 2:15 game, which is going to precede the Inland Valley Inland Valley Hall of Fame game. Is going to be taking place Sunday, January 29th at A.B. Miller High School.
And I'll say the San Bernardino coach, because I live in San Bernardino County. So the San Bernardino County coach is going to be none other than Coach Robbie Von Pertz of Upland Christian. He was pretty much the coach that spearheaded that because just a side story is when we were doing the Inland Valley Classic last year, he submitted some players, and we got a lot of players from some of the smaller schools, and he expressed a frustration. But a lot of times these kids don't get a chance to play.
No doubt about it, Coach B, and we're really excited. And again, it was just a good thing that Coach VP brought that to our attention. We wanted to make sure we addressed it because, again, we started this venture of IE Sportsnet on the backs of small schools, so we've seen the talent that comes out of there. And it's really great that we were able to hook this up. And again, it's going to be our 2:15 game, which is really going to be the smaller schools and the private schools. And we've basically kind of broken that down to two sides of the 2:15 freeway. San Bernardino. Again, we're going to have Coach VP from Upland Christian High School. Then also on the other side of the 2:15, we have Riverside. And for Riverside County All-Stars, we're going to have again, it's going to be the 2:15 football classic. We're going to have Jason McMahons of Carnegie School's Riverside High School. Really excited about this, Coach B. This is going to be a great game. But then once this game concludes, Coach B, what's going down?
Then we have the big one. This is the one. This is pretty much, I would say the flagship of the Inland Valley Classic is the basketball game because that's the one that has the longest history and it has the longest tradition. We revived that with Coach Rome over at A.B. Miller. But when we told him, hey, we'll get involved and help out with the basketball game, we'll get off the ground, but we got to do football.
Got to do it. That was the big thing.
And the flagship for IE Sportsnet is the Inland Valley Hall of Fame Football Classic. This year we will have a Hall of Fame. We will have a Hall of Fame.
Yes. Announcements will be coming soon.
Yes. So we're excited because the Eastern, and what it is, we split it by the 15 freeway. So you have Eastern San Bernardino and Western San Bernardino. And holding it down for the Eastern, you know what? I'm going to say the Western side because I live on Western.
Okay.
I live on the Western side of San Bernardino. Cool. So the Western coach, and that's going to be anything west of the 15 freeway, Coach Arthur Grecia. Ayala head coach. He was, and we were talking about the Palermus League, the basketball. He's the football. He won league this year in football. First year head coach.
Yeah.
And all he does is come in and win a league championship.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And then also we're going to have
a Chino graduate.
Yes, indeed. Right. Which is.
I know Chino's like, what's up?
Yeah. Can't get no love.
Yeah.
And then heading the efforts on the Eastern San Bernardino County side for the All-Stars head coach, going to be none other than Ukaipa head football coach Justin Price. And again, we had both these gentlemen in here last week. Coach B, when I say, Coach Price of Ukaipa said he had over 100 submissions.
Yes. I had a coach yesterday. I won't name drop, but I had a coach yesterday hit me up and say, hey, what's going on? So, we got a ton of submissions. You got 100 submissions for 40 spots.
Right.
So, unfortunately, some kids just aren't going to make it.
Right.
So.
And we did our best. Again, my goodness, bless the hearts of Coach Price and Coach Garcia. All of them had to, unfortunately tell some kids no. But my goodness, it just shows that, we did this. A lot of people were excited, but then there were some people that were saying, hey, I don't know if this is going to work. But last year, we had over 3,000 people show up for this game. And we're really expecting another blowout, just like we had last time, where people are just showing up to support these kids. And some of these kids last effort in terms of playing high school football.
And we think that, we know we're going to have a great turn. We got about almost 3,000 people there last year. We know it's going to be a great turnout for the Inland Valley game. But what it's interesting because a lot of these kids that play in the smaller, and let's just explain the smaller schools. So the smaller schools are going to be kids that play on 8-man teams,
right?
Or they play on schools that have like 1,000 students or less,
right?
Some of them that are 1,500 or less. So it's going to be your quote unquote smaller schools,
right?
It'll be like, for instance, when you look at a school like an Upland Christian, they play 11-man football, but it's only maybe 1,200 kids in the entire school.
Exactly.
So we're going to have schools at that level. Same thing with Carnegie schools, one of those smaller leagues. And those kids, and like Coach VP said, when you look at the All-Star games, you get the kids. You have the Rancho Cucamongas out
Right.
here. You have the
Upland.
Revs out here. You have the Uplands out here. So those kids, rightfully so, those coaches are going to coach those games, and they're going to get those kids on those teams. I know, because what we learned, and like we talk about with Coach Price, I did not get 100 nominations for his team. He did.
Yeah.
So people were lighting him up.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Coaching friends and whatnot.
Oh, certainly, because they're jacked up about this, Coach
Right.
B. We, San Bernardino County, the largest county in these United States of America, was not, they didn't, folks really felt they weren't really represented correctly in terms of like the kids getting an opportunity.
Right.
So they commissioned us to go out here and create this game.
Right.
And again, the support has just been overwhelming. We, the coaches from last year have been extremely supportive.
Right.
We had the coach from Chino, we had the coach from Fontana, and
Kaiser.
Fontana Kaiser. That's fine. Well, excuse me, I can't say it's not High, but Fontana Kaiser.
Yeah, Fontana Kaiser.
Mess around and get some phone calls.
Right.
But again, they've been extremely supportive, submitting players and so forth.
Right.
So it's been great for us, man. We've been really excited. The main thing is we want to have a quality game for the kids that they can participate in, and the fans can participate in as well. And last year, again, just really, really excited. Had a great game last year. Had some kids that are now doing great things in college level right now. So it's exciting.
So when we did that game, we wanted to make sure we did it right. So we're excited about that. And like I said, we know that's going to be a good game, but we think, like we said, on the smaller schools, we think that we're going to get a huge turnout. And the one thing that we like about the 215 game is it's both counties. So you're going to get kids that aren't going to get to shine in Riverside as well as in San Bernardino. They're going to get the opportunity to come out and play in this small schools game. So we're really excited. We want to say thank you to the sponsor, Ken Sporting Goods.
Yes.
They're going to I got to get in contact with our guy. They're going to get in contact with we're going to get those jerseys for the kids.
Yes.
We're going to be really excited about it. It's no cost to the kids. They're going to come out and they're going to have an amazing game, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
No doubt about it, Coach B. Like I said, this is going to be something we all should be extremely jacked up about it. We've gotten the support. Big up to the Riverside Sheriff's Association for their overwhelming support. They came in and they just said, hey, whatever you guys need, we're here for you guys. So we're looking forward to that as well. We're also going to take some kids out, and some athletes, and kind of get them a chance to be introduced to the sheriff's lifestyle. Kind of get a chance, get a second to kind of go view their facility,
right?
And then also kind of go out. And also, I want to give another shout out to my guy Val Graham, Riverside Police Department, helped us out a great deal as well. So big shout out to those guys.
And one thing that I always want to say is, as you know, we're both minorities. And there's been some challenges. I would say it's been some challenges
no
recently
doubt about
with the community and law enforcement. My stepfather was a cop, so I grew up with a cop. So I see both sides of the fence. And I know at the end of the day, he just wanted to come home.
Right.
And that's the thing you got to think about, and that's what we want to champion. We want to show kids because you have the Semper Fidelis game, which is great. It shows kids about the military. We want to show these kids how they can interact with the police as well.
No doubt about it.
So that's something that we want to do.
Certainly, and just as you said, there are some challenges. We don't shine. We're not naive to that, and even they admit that. They admit that there's some challenges. So they want to do this because they want it's twofold for them as well. They want their officers to engage and kind of say, hey, kind of show their lifestyle to the community. But they also want to make sure that they're supporting the community as well. And I think that's even one of the greater goods is they're supporting us right now in terms of our efforts to be a service to the community.
Yes, and we can. Where would I be? I'll be remiss if I didn't say, the Inland Valley probably wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the Fontana Police Officers Association.
Exactly.
They stepped up from before we even started the Inland Valley.
Yep.
And then Mr. Vesti and then Guerrero, they stepped up before we even started the Inland Valley Classic. When we did our first toy drive,
yes,
they donated to that, and I have a great history in the city of Fontana. Mayor Warren as well.
Yes,
it's been Council Member Tahan as well as. Janice Rutherford, Supervisor Janice Rutherford. I mean, the list goes on, and the people who have supported us, embraced us, and made this game possible. So.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And again, we can't. We also cannot forget our guy, the third wheel Coach John Romanelli, for his support. Really, just because again, all this stuff kind of centered around A.B. Miller, and his when he was athletic director, had the faith in us to really, say, hey, let's get this All-Star game started. And he kind of said, hey, you guys do your thing, and I'll just be here to support you guys. And we've we've done that, and haven't dropped the ball since, man. This thing is rolling. We just concluded our volleyball game, which was a success. We were nervous about it, but we got it done. It was really good. The young ladies were out there, very, very competitive. I saw Michelle Gardner had put out the volleyball player of the year.
Oh yeah.
And that was
she was one of the players in our game.
One of the girls in our game. So it wasn't like we didn't get the talent, the top level talent. Last year we had another young lady that was a quality player that she's doing big things right now in Division I. So again, the talent is there. We have we did our basketball game. We have 2 young ladies that are playing. One played last night at Washington State. Our girl. What's our girl's name?
That's Washington.
Oh, she's that. Oh,
no, Washington State.
She's at Washington State, I thought.
Yeah. No, that's her
last name is Washington.
Yeah. Poor thing.
Oh man, it's Christmas, man. I got so much on the brain right now. My goodness. But hey, we got again, man. We're really excited about our Inland Valley All-Star Series, and again, thank you for everybody, and more so to the community for supporting all the games, because again, without you guys' support, wouldn't be able to happen, Coach B.
And I'm trying to find her, the girl that was in the volleyball, because I definitely want to give her some shots out, because I know Michelle, she put it on her Twitter. So if you can find it, that'd be good for us.
Yeah, I know it's Bria something. I want to make sure we get her name correct.
And what we can do is I know we need to take a
No. We're talking about the volleyball girl. We're talking about the volleyball girl. Yeah.
And I know we need to knock that out. So let's take out a last commercial break, because our guy Mike Suarez, he calls me all the time. He's like, hey Brian, you got to make sure you're taking those breaks. So here it is. Her name was she's a Player of the Year, Bria Beale. Beale. Yes.
Big shout out to her. We came out and just again as a note. Well, congratulations to her first. But again, hey, had all the talent there. We're talking about our Inland Valley All-Star Volleyball Classic. And as you said, what's that young lady's name again, Coach B?
Bria Beale. I think it's Biele. Beale.
I'm glad you said it, man.
Yeah. So that's so that is her. So let's take a quick commercial break. And then we'll come back. Like I said, I don't need another call from Mike. So
let's do it.
You're listening to IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Andy Turner. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350 Christmas Eve.
Dear tiny Jesus, your golden fleece diapers with your tiny little fat balled up fist pawing.
He was a man. He had a beard.
Look, I like the baby version the best. Do you hear me? I win the races and I get the money.
Ricky, finish the damn grace.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas, is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors. Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait. A family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
What's up? This is TJ Ward from the Denver Broncos. You're now tuning to IE Sports.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile, Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. And you know what's funny? Every time, this is a Christmas special, Christmas edition. So it's Christmas Eve. I know everyone's out and about doing their thing. So we didn't have any guests this week. We probably won't have any next week because it'll be New Year's Eve.
Right.
But every time I think to myself, are we going to have enough content? It's 8:56.
Man, let me tell you something. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on right now, number one. Football. Hold on a second. Greg, I know it's Christmas only. Can we get some music real quick from my Dallas Cowboys?
No, we cannot. We don't. There's no need.
Holla.
There's no need.
Dag burn it. How about them Cowboys? Let me tell you something, man, right now. I am on I don't even know if my feet are touching the ground right now. I am so excited. Beat them, boys.
We're almost time to go.
Hold
it's
up.
Almost time to go.
Yeah. Beat them, boys. Let me tell you something, man. How about them Dallas Cowboys? The team with stars on the helmet. Like, talking about it right now, I'm almost getting teary-eyed. You know what I mean? Dak, Dakota Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Michael Swerve, and then he's gonna say Jerry Jones, the Emperor. Yo, hold on, I gotta post a picture of. They got the picture of that three right there. It's funny you said that. And they look like the death row picture.
Remember? Wow! Yo, the black background.
Oh, man, I gotta put that picture up there. Man, I saw that. I almost spit up.
That's funny.
But look, we got to make. We're gonna say something real quick before I got a little carried away because my Dallas Cowboys do that to me. You were about to say something.
Oh no, go ahead. I was going to say how USC is undefeated in basketball.
Man, we already said that already.
Okay. I was just checking. But what happened to the Lakers, man? They just disappeared.
Well,
the injury bug has hit us, man.
Well, it's not that. Me and Punch were talking before we got on air, and they're just young.
Yeah.
So
but Nance is hurt. D. Russ has been hurt.
Right.
Swaggy's been hurt. So the injury bug is hitting us.
Well, and you gotta. To me, they have a really good bench, but they haven't shown up in those opportune moments. I can't say it enough. I really like the team. I think that team-wise, there's something there, but it's just we're gonna have to gel a little bit. You gotta think this is Walton's first year coaching. You got a lot of young players there that is young, man. So it's like it's gonna be difficult to gel like that. But I think the pieces are there. I don't think they need to really do a lot. I just think they just kind of really need to build around it. I like Mazdoff in there. They got to keep him. I mean, that guy right there, I like his game. He has to get a little more grimy.
Uh-huh.
I think he's kind of like, he don't go get bored. I mean, he's 7'1", you're only getting averaging 9 rebounds. I almost want to slap you.
Yeah, but you know one thing that I do like, and when the Lakers played Cleveland, I don't know if you saw it, when they gave Mozgov his ring, everybody on the team rushed out. And that was good, man. Oh, it's time to go, man.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. It's time to go, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Make sure you follow us on IESportsNet.com. But we want to thank everybody listening to IE Sportsnet Connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And we're about to wrap up a year.
Yeah.
We're about to wrap up this year here.
Yes.
So by the time the next time we see you guys,
it'll be New Year's.
It'll be like on.
No, it'll be the 31st. It'll be New Year's Eve.
Right. So we got one more year.
Yeah.
We got one more week.
Yeah.
Before this whole thing wraps up, man.
We got like 5 seconds.
Okay, we got to go. All right, man.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, we out of here.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yep.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio, 1350 a.m., IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.